Hey there, it's Angie with the Guillette Group. And have you ever driven by a new construction community and you see the signs outside that say homes starting from, and then they list a number? We get questions on this all the time, so we will be talking about that marketing effort in this week's video. This is the Live Joy Southwest Florida channel, where we talk to you about everything you need to know about living in and moving to Southwest Florida. If this is information that you are looking for, we would love for you to subscribe to our channel, ring the bell, and you'll be notified whenever we release a new video. You can always reach us by contacting us through our social media channels. You can schedule directly using the Calendly link below, or feel free to give me a call or send me a text at 239-246-2322. We have recently gotten this question just yesterday, and it is something, in fact, that we talk to people about really frequently. So yesterday I got a phone call from a buyer that I'm working with who lives in the city of Chicago, and she's been doing some research online, and we've been working together now for a few weeks. We've gone to a lot of new construction communities, talked about pricing, etc. Well, her and her husband found a community online that we have not yet visited that shares that they have homes from the mid 300s. So this falls within their price point range, and of course, seeing this on the website, they were really interested in finding out more about it. So she gave me a call to ask me what my thoughts are and why we haven't actually gone to that community. Well, here's the thing. We actually do have other buyers who are currently in that community building homes, and we have closed some in that community already. And here's what we know just from being involved in our market and staying in tune with all the builders and what's happening in the marketplace. Do they have homes from the 300s? Well, I mean, I guess technically, yes, they might have a floor plan where the starting price is in the mid 300s, but what all of that marketing material does not share is the other costs that are associated with that home. So do they have homes starting from the mid 300s? Okay, sure. But the reality is there are not going to be any homes that will ever close in the 300s in this community at this time. So hold on, and I'm going to explain why. When you're looking to build new construction with a tract builder or a builder who does semi-custom homes, or someone who really just builds models, like a lot of them here in Southwest Florida. So we are not talking about a custom home builder. That's a whole different ball of wax. But with these large national builders who are just cranking out communities here and across the country, there's a few things that you need to know. There's more that goes into the price than what they show on their marketing. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to pick your floor plan. There is a base model price that is associated with these floor plans, and that is the starting price. So if it says homes from the 350s, they probably have one model that has a base price that starts at $350. From there, you have to look at, do you have any structural interior upgrades, structural exterior upgrades? That could be changing the way the roof looks. That could be adding on an extra bathroom. It could be extending your lanai. All of that comes with a price. So then you have your structural upgrades price that adds on to that base price. Next, you have to pick out a lot. And a cost is typically associated with that, especially now. A few years ago, there might have been some of the lots that were less desirable that would have a $0 lot premium. It is very rare to see that. There is typically always some sort of lot premium. And this is very local, based on community. In the place at Corkscrew, you might have a lot that costs $20,000 for being an interior landscaped lot. Or you might have a lot that's $55,000 that is on water. But that's just in this neighborhood. If you go to Wild Blue, another community that's being worked on here in Fort Myers, in that community, you might have a private preserve lot that has a premium of $75,000, or you might have a big lake view on the big lake in Wild Blue that could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. So You can't forget that on top of that base price, you always have to add whatever your lot premium is. And it's gonna vary. There are all types of options. You have preserve, which is usually a more private view. You have water views, depending on how big the lake is. It could be really private, it could be a huge lake view, it could be a small lake view. You have a landscaped lot, which if you look behind me here, that's what we have. We have a landscaped lot. We've got some landscaping that's in the middle, some natural grasses, and then you can see there's another home that is being built on the street behind us. So this is considered a landscaped lot. Then we have interior landscaped lots, which is pretty much the same as what we've got here, where there's not water, just some grasses. Sometimes there's a little bit, but basically you can see homes behind you. Then there's also lots that back up to another house. So you have a house on one corner and then their lanai might be looking into a house right next to them. The developers are gonna come in and they're gonna maximize the lots and they're gonna squeeze houses onto every single area that they can. And because of that, there is a wide assortment of prices for lot premiums. Okay, so you've got your base price, you've got your structural upgrades, you've got your lot premium. What's next? So now you still have to design your home. So again, depending on the builder, there could be a variety of options. Some builders, such as Pulte and D.R. Horton and Taylor Morrison, offer a more significant upgrade package. You could spend as little as $20,000 in upgrades. You could go up to a few $100,000 in upgrades, depending on, again, the neighborhood, the floor plan that you choose, and what you choose for the interior of your home. Then we have a builder like Lennar where they do still offer some interior upgrades, but on a much smaller scale. So they might have 10 or 12 options that you can change versus Pulte might have, 1,000 or more. So very different the way that the builders are working. Now again, this is when you're a normal market when we're coming from dirt. If you've watched any of our videos, you know that right now we do have several builders, Lennar especially, that are literally speccing out homes. So they are picking the lot, picking the floor plan, picking out the upgrades, starting to build, and then they're releasing it for sale in an offers format. So we just wanted to point this out because it is very confusing when you look at websites and when you look at sale signs when you're walking down the yard and you see homes from a certain number, when in fact that is not a true statement because it is not able to actually build a home for that specific price. So we just want to make sure you have the information, and we're happy to answer questions. And if you're curious about a specific community, we would love to sit down with you, work out getting you the information you need so that you can move forward and make a decision on your home here in Southwest Florida. We know things are really fluid and they're changing frequently, so definitely do not hesitate to reach out. If you have questions, please write them below. You can always reach out to us. We'll answer your questions here, or we're happy to schedule time with you to talk about your specific situation. And we want to know, what questions do you have? What can we cover? What can we explain about what's happening down here in Southwest Florida and what you need to know to be able to make a good decision for you and your family? You can always reach me at 239-246-2322. And I highly encourage you, if you haven't already, to check out this video on the Southwest Florida new construction update that we just released recently. And it'll share everything you need to know about what you need to do to actually get under contract on a home here in Southwest Florida.